Okay, this is my video response to Hugh MacLeod's How to Be Creative. And the first suggestion of his that I'm going to talk about is number 3, put the hours in. And this basically says that to be successful you have to put in a lot of time, effort, and stamina into whatever you're doing. And I think this is true with anything. You know, for sports, if you want to be good, obviously you have to practice and train, you know, constantly and put in more hours than anyone else. And it's also definitely true with media majors. I think you can notice that people who put in more hours on campus, doing more, getting more involved and working more at their trade are the people who are going to be more successful. The people you see doing things on their own and getting involved with clubs are going to be the more successful people because they're putting in more time and effort. And he also suggests it's important to find an hour or two extra in the day that belongs to no one else but you and make it productive, which I think is a very important thing to do, because if you can just put aside some time each day to just focus on doing your creative work, then that time will definitely benefit you in the long run. The second suggestion I want to talk about is number 10, which is the more talented somebody is, the less they need the props. And I think if you want to apply this to music or music production, someone who has a lot of tools and, you know, electronic instruments and stuff is going to kind of take advantage of that and overuse it and kind of overlook the music that they're making. And these people that use a lot of, you know, electronic production and everything aren't really as musical as the people who can just sit down with an acoustic guitar and make a truly great song. And I think this also applies to film or video production. We watched American Beauty in class, and that didn't really have a ton of special effects or explosions or anything in it, but the director, Sam Mendes, used just really creative shots to tell his story in an effective and creative way, and he didn't need to use these high-budget special effects or anything to get his point across. The third suggestion I want to talk about is number 8. Companies that squelch creativity can no longer compete with companies that champion creativity. And a good example of this is a book we read in Media 101 called A Whole New Mind, and it was about how creative, right-brain people are going to be more prominent in the future. And a lot of this has to do with people now want more aesthetic quality in everyday things. An example from the book was a simple trash can. People would rather buy a trash can that's kind of made in a artistic way than a simple trash can. So a company that's going to be making these things is going to want to hire more creative, artistic people to come up with ideas for their products. And this is something that's going to kind of happen all over the business world, even in companies that are very straightforward with their products.
You say he just a friend. Oh,